Manual pricing for exchange. You can modify after pricing for exchange. You can add absolutely manual pricing for exchange. And there is two ways how to do it. You can use a special entry for this, or you can change pricing in exchange mask. In this block, we will talk about special request. Request is TO. Let me remind you request for manual pricing during ticketing. Request is TT. In this entry, you can add passenger line number, star, flight segment line number, slash, passenger type code, then discount, then you can add fare amount, or you can add after pricing code. Let's leave fare amount. Then next slash is fare basis code, for example, one way, slash designator. Then you can add info about taxes, for example, no taxes, or you can add some tax in this pricing. Then you can add info about baggage allowance, for example, 2 pieces of baggage. Then you can add a hash symbol and some additional text for endorsement. What about manual pricing for exchange? In this request, you should add star and new flight segment line number, or both of them. Then you can add the same information in request for manual pricing for exchange. Passenger type code, discount, fare level, fare basis code and designator for this fare basis. Then info about some taxes or no taxes, for example. Then info about baggage allowance and info and free text for endorsement. If you want to modify after pricing in both of these entries, for example, add discount to after fare, after pricing, then this is place for fare basis code. You can add designator to this fare basis and then some additional information. The same will be the same info you can add to manual pricing entry for exchange. Okay, we have a passenger who buy this ticket, and ticket was issued with after pricing. Let's check history pricing. Fare calculation indicator is 0 after pricing. Then this passenger want to change the day. Let's add new date for first and second flights. So it will be, for example, Istanbul-Sochi on 21st of September. It will be the same RBD. And then I want to put this new flight on the first line in PNR, above the same original flight. Then return. Return flight will be on 1st of October. Okay, there is no flight on this day. Let's book for 29th of September. It will be Q RBG, and I put this flight on the third line in PNR. So we have two pair of flights: Istanbul-Sochi, new old, and Sochi-Istanbul, new old. Now we can check pricing for exchange. New flight segment line number is 1 and 3. Pricing for exchange will be TM/EX star 1, 3. And then I want to add some modification in this after pricing. At first, let's save our PNR. We need HK on new flight segments. So add unknown arrival segment between these two similar flights. Get HK on new flights. Then let's delete unknown arrival segment from PNR. Well, PNR is ready for exchange, and PNR is ready for adding modification for pricing. Entry for manual pricing is TO star new flight segments 1 and 3, then slash this place for passenger type code, it's adult, then next here I can add discount slash I can add fare level in this place. It will be after pricing slash place for fare basis code. Then I want to add some designator to this fare basis code. Then I want to add additional tax, or let's add let's change penalty for exchange. So it will be CP equal okay, for example, $5. As I add this pricing to the first and third flight segment, two flight segments, so this penalty will be added to both of flight segments. Then let's add baggage allowance. It will be 2 pieces of baggage. So I want to price this exchange automatically, but I want to add some additional information, some additional data to this after pricing. Let's check how system price this exchange with after pricing. Well, you can see additional amount, you can see fare basis code, and brand of this fare. Okay, let's add brand to request for manual pricing. Price parameter brand equal EC. So let's add this manual pricing. And you will see this modification. Penalty is less than in after pricing penalty because I have changed it. Then I added designator to fare basis code, so you can see this designator. If I save this modification, then do exchange with EX entry, system will do exchange with this manual, with this pricing, after pricing with manual modification. So if you want to modify after pricing for exchange, you use AF code in request TO, but you can add some additional data to this pricing. Okay, let's check pricing again, just TM/EX and new and old, new flight segments, and then you can do this exchange. Indicator of this exchange will be one manual, because we change something in fare and we change something in other pricing. Next, let's open PNR with passenger who bought tickets, history pricing, with absolutely manual pricing. So let's add new flight segment to this pricing. For example, I want to change the first flight segment. For example, for 18th of September, it will be the same RBD, and I put this new flight on the first line in PNR. Then add unknown arrival segment, put it on the second line in PNR. Between new and old flights, save this modification, get HK, and delete unknown arrival segment. PNR is ready for exchange. Let's price this exchange. Let's try to price this exchange. System tell me that can't make after pricing. So now exchange not possible. Why can't make after pricing? Because these tickets was issued with manual pricing. So for exchange, we should add manual pricing also. We have two passengers, adult and child. Passenger with different passenger type code. So I should add pricing for these passengers in different entries. First passenger is adult, so I don't add passenger type code in this request. But at first, let me open history pricing. Well, it was 100 US dollars on the first flight segment and 50 on the second, and then it was child discount for the second passenger. Okay, let's leave the same fare level on the new flight, so it will be 100 US dollars. Our fare will be new fare, then okay, that's all. The second passenger, TO number 2, new flight segment is the first flight segment, then it's a child, so I should add passenger type code. Discount is 15%, discount to adult passenger fare amount. And then I want to add designator CH15 to this passenger fare basis code. Okay, and let's add penalty for exchange. For example, 46 euro for the first passenger and the same discount or the same penalty to the second passenger. And then let's check exchange pricing. Entry will be TM/EX star new flight segment line number. So you will see that on new flight Fare level will be the same, $100 for the first passenger and the same amount with 15 discount for the second passenger. Then I add new fare basis code on new flight, and system show this new fare basis code for the first passenger and then for the second passenger. Well, we add this absolutely manual pricing to these passengers, and then now we can do exchange. Entry will be EX star and new flight segment line number. Let's check history pricing. You will see it's absolutely manual pricing. You will see that we have absolutely manual fare basis code in this pricing. Then what else? Where is penalty? Penalty is here. Well, it was an example how to add absolutely manual pricing for exchange. Entry is TO star new flight segments line number and then some additional information about manual pricing.